ClusterJ Security is divided in two parts. There is the cluster system security, which is responsibility of ClusterJ. And there is the security of the web application of the user. That is, you have the setup, which is consisted of the machines, the dot wards of ClusterJ, and the setup database. All these comprises the ClusterJ suite. And the security of the cluster system is based on session tokens and SSL. There is a sequence of endpoints to be called to have a session in ClusterJ. The first step is to call the create session endpoint of the account manager API. The session will be created in the setup database. Second step is to call an endpoint to send the session token created to the user email. The user then will open his email, will grab the session token sent to him, and will use that token to start the session. After the session is started, that session token can be used to perform the various operations in ClusterJ. For example, to create an organization. And after the user is done with using that session token, he can call another endpoint to destroy the session. And this is the state of the cluster system security in this first version of ClusterJ. Improvements will be made to this security system. Another parameters will be used in next versions of ClusterJ. A blacklist will be provided at clusterj.org, so the clusters installed in the various organizations that adopted ClusterJ will be able to query this blacklist. The other aspect is the security of the user's web applications. The .war that is installed in each of the nodes in the user cluster must have its own database and must have its own security scheme. Non-user application will be able to use the cluster system security. The user must provide its own security in his web applications, and any solution can be used. He can use libraries already available to perform his security. He can use a third-party security system to handle his security, and so on. So that was a brief description of the current cluster system security. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, watch as many videos as you can, so we can be eligible for monetization and start to gather resources to make ClusterJ grow. Thank you very much for your attention.